everybody, it's Christian from Triple C Mama Games. So, on today's comic book issue of the day, we're going to go over one of my favorite all-time comic books in the history of comic books, right? No, it's not Batman. No, it's not ASM. No, it's not Wolverine or anything of the stuff, right? It's definitely a book from the 80s. You'll really love it. But this one is a new edition, a new rendition here. Came out in 2020. This book got a lot of heat. I mean, there's 102. Is that what it is? 102 variants to the cover number one. So a massive amount considering it's only been out for a few years. The comic book goes about $140 and about a 9.8 or ungraded 9.8, that kind of stuff, right? But I'll tell you right now, I cannot wait to finish this story with my kids. I read 2.5 books with them while they were here in Japan. I gotta wait to go back and finish the rest of them in the States. But this is the best, one of the best stories I've ever read in a long time. The Last Ronin, right here, the original. Like I'm talking like the oversized 11.5 by 7.5 copy. Look how big this comic is, right? Just to show you the difference in size. Voltron book, right? This is the difference in size. You can see the book is significantly bigger. It's like a just smaller magazine, but it's definitely bigger, right? Man, was this book amazing. I loved it. Honestly, it's a lot darker than I was expecting it to be. And I don't know what took me so long to go around and get a video of this book. I read the book last year, and it was just a phenomenal book. Yeah, I mean, I might get a couple more copies of these, the variants and stuff as I go around, but honestly, this one just looks so good. You can just see him there in the background, right? I'm not going to tell you who he is. I think it's important that you kind of go out and read the book, right? But it is one of the turtles, right? So you don't realize it, but he's by himself. And this is supposed to take future a portion of the future after the war with the Foot Clan. And it gets bad. You know, he's by himself. He's trying to go, and he meets some new characters in the book that are kind of iconic when it comes to the original characters. You know what I mean, like Casey Jones and so on and so on, right? So I think it's important that we understand, the timeline here. I think it's 30-ish years in the future. It's kind of how it's played off based off how I read to understand the book. But to be fair, so the reason why this book is so highly sought after, not only is it a kick-ass book, right? But it's the first appearance of Hiroto. It's the grandson of, the Shredder. The Shredder, right? Who doesn't like the Shredder, okay? 2, there's another first appearance of Casey Marine Jones, who's the daughter of Casey and April. Remember Casey Jones and April, right? Okay. Now I'm kind of bringing back some memories of when, the original series, those that kind of know a little bit about the TMNT. So the cool thing about this book is that there was reported about 130,000 copies were produced of this book, right? It wasn't, prior to these 130 being created, there was an ash can version that came out. It was highly regarded as not a great artwork aspect. So the idea was that, hey, let's recall this back. Let's improve on some of the artwork so it can, be more, more collectible, I don't know, right? More of a fan favorite. And it worked out. It really did. This book has been hot. It's kind of tied down. At least my opinion, tied down a little bit. I haven't seen a lot of these lately, but I tell you, when I bought this book a few years back, this book was hot. Now, I had the whole collection. I will pick up a couple variants here and there of them. I'm not sure if I want to use the follow-on collection. They have like the Lost Years and they have Reloaded. So I might pick a few of those up. Those books, there's not that many, like maybe 5 to 6 books each. This book series has 5 books total in it. It does follow one of the TMNT characters going all the way through years later after the rest of them had died off. And now this one's got to carry on the business of revenge. We know about revenge, right? Goes on from there, okay? So highly recommend picking up a copy. If you can't get a copy of this book because it's relatively expensive, even some of the variants are pretty damn expensive. There's one that's like $800. Like it's got 4 TMNTs here with like light green in the background. They're walking off the distance. It looks pretty sick. What's one of my top favorites to get for my collection in the next coming year or so. Okay, but anyways, The storyline is pretty good, man. I really think you should try check it out. Like I said, if you can't get a copy of this book, there is a $130 combo series. It's a hardcover book where it does include all 5 of them, all 5 stories, and so you can just read them all spot. Now that's $130. Super nice condition, so on and so on. You probably could get it a little cheaper if you're looking for a discount somewhere. Someone that got the book, bought it, ready. It's not a big hardback collector, right? It's pretty cool. The cool thing about it is that the dust jacket cover artwork has been by Ben Bishop. It has red foil enhancements on this hardback, so kind of make it a little more sought after there. And there are signed copies, limited to 1,000 out there, that are signed and numbered by Kevin Eastman, Tom Waltz, all done by the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from 2022. So check it out, right? If you can find that book, I may even try to find that book. Anytime I can get Eastman's signature, I'm going to totally knock that out. So I'd be curious to know which TMNT character is your favorite. Do you like the Turtles? Do you like April? Do you like Splinter? Do you like Shredder? Do you like Bebop and Rocksteady? Who was your favorite character? Is it the Foot Soldiers? Hey, it could be. I'm just here to kind of break it down to your real style, It could be the Foot Soldiers. Probably not, but who knows, right? So anyways, check out the TMNT, The Last Ronin. Great series. Highly recommend it. Anyways, this is me, Christian out.